Today, I wanted to take you through a full set of a ×1 no-no exercise using the star dot pattern. You can download the star dot pattern at the link in the description. If you wanted to do a ×0 or a ×2 no-no exercise, you would use your thumb. If you want more information on that, make sure you check out one of our other videos. I'll make sure to link it below. Before we get started, make sure you have your dot sheet printed out and that you have it taped on a wall with the center dot about eye level. Remember, there are 9 repetitions to each exercise, and we need to make sure that we're watching out for our fatigue signs along the way. So again, this is a no-no exercise. We're gonna begin by looking at the center dot. All right, here we go. So we're gonna start by staring at that center dot, and we're going to slowly sweep the head left and right at about this speed. It's important that we take a solid 10 seconds or more to complete the movement, and we're trying to keep the head movements as smooth as possible along the way. Once you get to the end, you're gonna close your eyes and take a breath in through the nose for 4 seconds, and then out through the mouth for 8 seconds. Now that whole thing, from start to finish, sweeping the head left, right, and center, closing our eyes and taking our breath, that is considered 1 repetition of this exercise. Now, you're allowed to blink throughout this. You don't have to be staring at the dot the entire time. You're allowed to blink as you go through this. And it does not matter what direction you move your head first. You can move it right first, left first. It doesn't really matter. Okay, for the second rep, we're now going to shift our gaze to the left dot. So we're going to look at the left dot now. Watch again. We sweep the head to the left. Right about to where your knee is. We come back to the right side. Just about where your knee is. Back to the center. Close your eyes, take that breath. Now, for this exercise, make sure that you are not stopping in the middle. We want to make sure that there is a smooth movement the entire way. It's one fluid movement. For the third rep, we're going to stare at the center dot again. Now let's say I started to fatigue after that third rep. I started to get a tight neck, or I had some head pain come on, or I felt dizziness, or I really experienced any symptoms. At that point, that's when you stop, okay? It's important not to push beyond those fatigue signs. It just flares your brain up. It doesn't help you get better faster. So let's say you did begin to experience fatigue after that third repetition. What you would do is stop your session and just try again later. But when you try again later, I want you to back down to 2 repetitions. And then keep on with 2 repetitions for 1 or 2 or 3 days or so before you go on and try the third repetition again. And hopefully at that point, you're able to get through without that flaring in symptoms. All right, we're gonna move on to the 4th repetition. For that, we're going to be staring at the right dot. So let's look at the right dot. Now moving on to the 5th repetition, which is in the center dot. So now we look at the center dot. Now we're moving on to the 6th repetition. The 6th rep, you're looking at the top dot. Next is the 7th repetition. For the 7th rep, we're going to look back at the center dot. Okay, we have 2 repetitions left. For the 8th repetition, we're going to be looking at the bottom dot. Okay, we have 1 more repetition that's going to be back in the center dot. And that completes 1 full set of a no-no exercise. You're going to want to repeat this at least 3 or 4 times a day as you go. And again, make sure you watch out for those fatigue signs. If you have any questions about this, please leave a comment below, reach out to me at virtualbrainrehab.com, or ask your practitioner if you need any guidance with this. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.